welcome back to another video from the Crazy Foursome, but it's just me today. So what I want to talk to you about is cost saving. So recently my job's gone, so as a family we're going down to one income. So that is going to be a drastic change to our lifestyle, to our family, to our everyday life really. So this has got me thinking about, what are we going to do? Initially I was like, oh, try and get another job. Yes, that's a possibility, but at this moment in time, getting another job isn't always feasible because coronavirus and all that's going on around the world. So it's not just as easy as, oh, just go and get another job. So the number one thing, because this is what I love to do, is budgeting. I have rejigged it. I'm in the process of putting back together a massive family budget to be able to concentrate on our next steps and how we're going to be able to sustain on one income. But one of the big expenses in our family, as I'm sure it is in a lot of families, is food. So this got me thinking. Again, we have allergies in our family, so we can't just buy the change to a cheaper brand or anything like that, because there is only so many options out there when you buy this sort of pre-packaged, pre-made foods that make things a lot quicker, for example for the kids' lunches. So that's the thing I would like to concentrate on today, is reducing the cost of kids' snacks and lunchbox food, because that's what's going to, next week the kids are back at school, so being able to have cheaper lunchbox snacks is definitely a massive for us. So yesterday I got busy in the kitchen. I've made them cupcakes. Again, I've reduced the sugar. So this is going to, they still taste amazing, but the kids are getting less sweet stuff into them. I know exactly what's going into them, so I know exactly what's going into my children. So that's a bonus as well. So I made chocolate cupcakes, however I used natural cocoa powder and gluten-free ingredients, so they turned out really nice. The whole family eats them and the whole family likes them. So I worked out if this would, and I also made, I made some like slices, some little chocolate slices, again with natural cocoa powder, so that reduces sugar. I made some of them for them as well, little bars for the lunch boxes. Plus, basically putting all our lunchbox snacks together, so this would save us quite a bit of money. I worked out that probably alone would drop our food bill. Well, snacks and that sort of stuff is costing us about 18%. It would probably save us about $30–40 a week maybe, which is huge. Oh, sorry, no, probably about $20 to $30 a week. And then on top of that, the big expense we have in this household is gluten-free bread. Now, because it's just easier, we've been buying the packaged stuff, which really, this is going to make it save us so much money. So going to making homemade pizzas for the lunches, something that our middle one, who has allergies, can't have egg, can't have gluten. So by switching him around to doing this is going to potentially save us a huge amount of money. Overall, between these two things, the snacks and making homemade pizzas instead of sandwiches for their lunches, I'll be making the bases as well for that, plus the sauce, you know, put cheese and whatnot on it. We can do different toppings if they want that. But that's going to save us around $56 a week, which is a huge amount of money. So $2,880 or somewhere near there a year. That's a holiday potentially, or I don't know, it could pay for a lot of things. It could actually, and I did work this one out, this was quite interesting, it would, if we paid that extra onto our mortgage, it could knock 9 years off our mortgage. So we could own our house 9 years earlier just by me getting busy in the kitchen and making some of these pre-packed food. This is just the first step of my money savings, so you can knock 9 years off our mortgage by that saving, that $50 a week or whatever it is. And that's huge. If only we'd had the time to do this earlier. you say you've always got time, but when you're both working full time, one's rushing here, one's rushing there, the kids are here, there and everywhere, to actually stop and think about these things, you don't. So slap on the wrist for not, but times have made us reevaluate, and now I have time on my hands, so I can use it to make sure the kids have got goodness going into them, make sure they've still got treats, make sure they've still got something they want to eat, and it's homemade. So this afternoon we'll be making the pizzas. We get an hour of power a day, free, so it doesn't cost you to use ovens, etc. So that's what I will be doing it in, within the hour of power. The oven will be getting used wisely, cooking tea and doing these bits of snacks and pizzas and stuff, getting ready for being back at school next week. But yeah, to me, when I thought, God, that could knock 9 years off our mortgage, that's huge. So that's one big cost saving. There'll be more to come, and hopefully it means we can get into a good place and still have a nice existence, still be able to have fun with the kids, and still stay here, because yeah, that's the ultimate goal. Because when I found out my job's no longer going to exist, I had to make the call: do I want to stay here? Because what I do is very specialised, and no job's doing what I do here at the moment. Do I want to stay here? Do we want to move to another city where there would be potentially more jobs? Or do we want to move back to the UK? And at the moment it's a bit of a juggle. I mean, my husband's still got a job he enjoys, he's still got his martial arts, so he's got his life built around there. So, and the kids are so happy in school, and we live near the school, so it's really easy to get them there and back on a daily basis. They've all got their friends, they've got their lives. So the ultimate is for me to cope with this through budgeting. I don't know quite how I'm going to do that 100%. I'm just finalising all the detail, maybe me. But once we've done that, yeah, there'll probably be some bigger cost savings that I can come up with in our day-to-day life. And to be fair, they're not going to notice any difference with this, because the school wants them to be like not have any waste, so they don't want them doing plastic wrapping and stuff and that sort of thing. And so it's trying to make sure their lunchbox are environmentally friendly as well. So getting rid of more of the pre-packaged snacks is only going to be a good thing, and it means less to landfill, all that sort of stuff. So here we go. Hopefully the kids adapt to this. They seem to like the treats I made, the cupcakes and the slices last night, so that's one success. What I'll do is I'll do an update on my grocery bill this week when we do it, to see how much we actually have saved. Also, another saving we have is our garden grows heaps of apples. I think there's oranges growing, there's definitely lemons for Joas, and there's got the other stuff. There's lots of fruit growing. So I've not brought apples in weeks. I mean, that's, at the moment they're about $6 a kg, the ones we were buying. So to not be buying that, that's $6, and the ones the kids really, really love. So I might have to get into some recipes for some crumbles and things, because there's just so many apples that need to get used or eaten by the kids. I'm sure we'll keep going with that one. So yeah, keep going, guys. I hope you can save some money this week. Comment down below of all your tips and savings advice that we could use, and hopefully this can help you. If anyone wants any of the recipes, just let me know, because being gluten and egg free, there's probably people out there who've got the same sort of issues. And to be fair, the recipe I adapted from just a normal recipe, and just put our gluten-free flour and egg replacer in it, and the rest of the ingredients I have was gluten-free anyway. So it's easy enough to change a recipe to be gluten-free. So yep, get saving, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, test. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about saving through food. This is the reason I'm doing this video is my job's gone, So I need to look at saving money, as we've decided to be a one-income family. I'll do another video on all that stuff later, but we're wanting to reduce our cost of food because we are an allergy family and we spend a lot of money on food. Even if we weren't an allergy family, I would still be looking at cost savings with our food bill to try and bring those down. So I'm gonna got all this stuff out and lots more stuff there. There's more stuff in the pantry that I'll get out as I need it. So I'm potentially making a month's worth of snacks so that the freezer's stocked for the kids. So therefore I save time, money and energy because I'm using the oven and it's all been done at the same time. Different things are going, it's heated up, it's going anyway. So I'm going to use it all in one go, and that way hopefully save a lot of time and hopefully save a lot of money. I'll report the results at the end, but I'm also going to do snips of what I'm making as I make them, and then do a whole reveal of all the different snacks that the kids will have and for their lunch boxes, and also bits for us as well, because our lunches cost a lot because of the allergies. So being able to do them and have something a bit cheaper is what my aim is at the moment. So here we go. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm going to be doing some videos on saving money and budgeting, all those sorts of things, because my job has recently gone, which I know a number of people's has through the coronavirus, or just in general there's a bit of a worldwide economy issues going on. So what we've decided to do is try and be a one-income family, which means we're having to cut costs in lots of different ways. So I'll do a different video on that. But today, what I'm going to do is make lots and lots of snacks. Now, we're an allergy family, so there's so many complex food needs in our family. It's just crazy. So food does cost a lot of money. So I'm going back to basics and I'm going to produce lots of food, potentially a month's worth of snacks and that sort of thing, where I can put in the freezer. Because I'm making them, it will include less sugar, less salt, all that sort of stuff. So it'll be a bit better for them, for my children and for us as well, because we can eat them. So it's just, and I'll reveal the cost saving at the end of it. It's huge, it's massive. So please join us to be part of the Saving Fam, and let's get going. This video, I will produce the end result, but I will follow up with some individual videos of what I make. So if people want to see what I've done, how I've done it, to sort of get the same sort of results, because it can make a huge difference to your monthly budget, and not just in cost and time, because most people are busy, especially if you've got children. You need as much time as possible. So I'm gonna do this and see where we end up. Thank you guys. Hey everyone, so the baking and cooking will take a long time, but it will, got this one with me now, but it will save us time and money. Especially because I won't have to cook lots during the week and prepare lots of different school meals for them. It's just there, work it out the freezer, put it into the boxes and add a few extra bits and it's sorted.
Yes,
so,
guys.
Yeah, good time saving. Little madam there. So one of the biggest tips as well is looking at the own brand products, because with allergies, the more expensive it gets, the more they add, that sort of thing. So trying to find things that have the least possible added can mean you can sometimes find naturally allergy friendly without realising.
Hello guys again.
This one's talking. What did you think of Mummy's pies?
Good.
Were they yummy?
Yes.
What about the treat packs?
Yep, they were good.
So you liked them?
Yep.
So you like what Mummy's created? You're going to eat them?
Yep.
So there we go. The good thing is things taste good, and that's what's important with kids. And also, yeah, the cost savings are huge.
Bye.
It's like...
And I'm saying bye because I don't need to say bye. I'm not going to
Alright,
say
she's
bye.
going. It's okay. So, and the pocket savings huge. I mean, it's all those hours you don't have to work because you're saving it in the food, saving it from what you were spending elsewhere. So, yep, huge savings for us. A lot of food. there. I've still got plenty to make. I'm going to try and make some fruit rolls for the kids and some jellies. Yeah, I can make some jelly, but to make some gummies.
Gummies?
Should we try making some gummies tomorrow?
Yes.
Yep, so we're making some gummies.
Gummies.
We'll try and make some gummies. We've got a recipe for that. The cats have tried the food. The kittens weren't so sure at first, but then the older cat came and ate it, and they started following suit. So just everybody adapting to things being different.
Bye.
This one wants to keep saying bye. So definitely keep going with the savings. I really won't realise the impact of the savings until we do our next shop to see how little we actually have to spend to get through the week. So I'll keep updated. So have a great evening. Keep savings, our little savings fam.
Bye.
We hope you're all doing good. Let me know how you're doing with your savings.
Bye.
Yeah, because our savings goal is to be a one income family but still continue to live as normal, pay off our mortgage, etc. So yep, keep going guys. Bye. Hi guys again. So it's been an epic day, creating lots and lots of food. Ooh, what's that? There's a moth behind my head. Hi everyone. So after an all day cooking and baking session, which has been quite epic, this is the result. Lots and lots of food.
Mommy.
Got stuff boiling and all sorts. So in the bag we've got little snacks, chips and popcorn and stuff, cookie slices, brownies, cupcakes, shepherd's pies,
No, it's not frozen.
mini pies.
No.
There's lots of little mini pies in there.
Coca-Cola.
Ice blocks, meatballs, pizzas
Where's the pizza?
in here.
Pizza.
And here in that back one there's chicken fajitas and chicken kebabs, and here there's fish fingers and chicken nuggets, all handmade. So there's still a few things I need to make I haven't quite made, but what I'm going to start doing is doing something every day. My estimate from this is that it would save us about $10,000 a year, which is huge. It's a massive amount of money. Probably more if we can get to the basics of some more. I'm even making handmade cat food at the moment, so it gives them better nutrition and it's cheaper to do, but we will be still adding some of the these supermarket type ones that are made just to give them the nutrition they need, but we'll keep going with that. Yep, so a huge day. Absolutely shattered, but again it's going to save time and money, and that's what's important. So there we go. If anybody wants any of the recipes or anything, just put a comment down below and we'll leave them for you. But yeah, it's just about making it ourselves, and that makes a difference.
Hello guys.
Emily's here. Here's Emily. So yep, so that's that, and thank you. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See you later. Bye. Hi everyone. Right, I'm talking about budgeting and food budgeting, because food is one of our big expenses, unfortunately, here. So what I wanted to give you is one more tip, and this is what I've done. I have a comprehensive budget, but that's just me. It's not for everybody. So I have my main budget. I have a summary budget, and I have a daily budget, and it all feeds through so I can see where we're going to be in 6 months time, etc. That's just for me. You can do that if you want, but also onto that I have a food budget. So on my food budget I then link it to a daily food plan, so I know what foods we need for each day. So the breakfast, the snacks, the lunches, the teas, and that way I'm all planned out, and therefore then before I do my shopping, or even I can see what we're going to need for the month ahead. I can buy things earlier, or I can plan so I know what I'm going to spend for the month, and that makes it a lot easier for my budgeting, because really with food it's so you can go up and down, and it just makes it so hard. But that's one of the things I've done. It really does help us because we're planned, and it means my shopping list is almost done for me. I just have to knock around and go, yep, need some of that, need some of that, yep, no, I don't need that. So I've got a full list, and on that list I've costed it out with the cheapest place to buy the items from. So I might have to go to a couple of different places to get what we need, but we get it the cheapest. There are all places that are close by as well, so we're not going completely out of our way. Sometimes I do the click and collect as well, which we have here, so that you get it all ordered, and therefore I can make sure we stick to our budget, and I can look at the bargains without having to be looking all around the supermarket. So I know that we've got what we want and things that meet our dietary requirements as well, because having the allergies means you've just got to be a little bit more careful when you're shopping, and it can take a long time to go shopping. So yep, that was one of my tips. So having a daily food calendar, if you like to call it that. Also having the budget that links, so you got your plan there, so you know, right, okay, maybe need to do a little bit less on that, a little bit more on that, or whatever, so you can make sure you've got the plan in place. That really does help save money. So keep on saving. Thumbs up, guys. So yeah, replacing those natural sugars. Again, my energy levels have gone massively up. I've noticed my symptoms have gone down as well. I still have little bits, but a lot better. And the other thing I'm doing more of is exercising. So I'm trying to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats a day, but I do them in sets, not necessarily all at the same time, but I'm doing that, and I'm walking as well, which all these things combined have helped. My anxiety is on the mend. Can we say that? It may rear its head again. My energy levels are up there, so I've got more energy for the kids and life, and just feeling better in myself. Less brain fog as well because the gluten's gone. Less reactions. My skin is better. I imagine in time, hopefully, that will get even better. The next thing I'll probably be trying is to reduce carbs a little bit. That one's a little bit harder because being gluten-free, it's finding the substitutes, etc. But I'm going to work on that one. Some of the things I like to eat, which is useful, is I'm getting rid of all the processed food. I make everything I eat from scratch. I know that sounds a pain, but I do big bulk cooking sessions, so I get it out of the way, freeze everything, and then every day I try and do a little bit just to keep us topped up, or every couple of days or weekends, whatever. I do stuff, but like things that are good I enjoy eating are things like celery with peanut butter is a great one. I make my own cupcakes, but I don't put any sugar in them. So there I could add things like banana, or you can do all sorts of different fruits and things in them. Blueberries, whatever you like. I also make an avocado mousse, so the chocolate. Now that's really, really good. And that's getting the goodness into you from the avocados. That's the sort of thing it's just, and I'm still trying to adapt. I drink a lot of water, and that stops me from getting hungry. And also I am constantly thirsty, which I think is actually one of my side effects from the polycystic ovaries. But I just try and keep myself hydrated to make sure my body isn't craving food because I'm thirsty. So I do with my kids as well. They're constantly hungry, constantly feeding, but sometimes it's just that they're thirsty. So it's just trying to work that around them. So don't give up with finding out what your solution to polycystic ovary is. I know it can be, for some people, it is life-changing, and it is heartbreaking if you're going through the things like infertility, the side effects, the hair growth spots. It makes you feel unhappy, and you shouldn't, because you are who you are, and it makes you who you are. It makes you special. I mean, you have to battle these, but it makes you realise how strong you are and what your strengths are, and it's that's important. And it has really made me appreciate things in life, like my children, because I had to fight for them. So with regards to the health issues and things, so it does make you appreciate them, and it makes you enjoy those little things that maybe perhaps I wouldn't have if I hadn't have been on this journey. I don't know, and that's not to knock people who aren't on this journey. I'm sure they appreciate everything in their own way. I'm just saying, for me, it's been a slightly different journey to get to where I've got to, and now I'm on this new journey of finding my health, and I think it's incredibly important just to feel great and not to suffer from the side effects of it, because the pains it can give you and that sort of thing is incredible. Oh yes, one of the things I do take, and I mean obviously you should check with your own doctors etc. what's suitable for you, is magnesium. I take magnesium before bed and that helps me sleep. And because I haven't got the gluten in my diet, I've not got the magnesium in my diet. So I try to get things naturally, but just topping that one up has made a huge difference. Because I used to get a lot of headaches. Now I don't get those as much occasionally, but they don't turn into them really, really bad, intense headaches anymore because I'm taking the magnesium. So that's my tips. I know you're all on your own journey, and I hope you're keeping okay. And again, exercise is key. For me anyway, exercise and diet is sometimes hard, sometimes I'll slip off the wagon. I have this week, I've had a few sweet treats, but I'll go back on and I'll be back to my normal self and I'll be feeling great once I know. Again, we're all human, we all have slip-ups. So yep, please give this video a thumbs up and comment for your support. I'd love to see how you're getting on. Thumbs up guys, bye. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment if you want to, if you've got any questions etc, or just want to talk to us, because we love to hear what you've got to say. We love to see your comments, it brightens our day. So today I want to talk to you about polycystic ovaries. Now this is something I suffer from. Well, I was diagnosed with it when I was about 19, so a wee while ago. And I found out I had it because I got really bad stomach pains. I got taken to hospital and then we got tests done from there and they found out it was polycystic ovaries. So that's a strange thing. I'd never even heard of it. So then we went on to I did research and found out about it, and yep, no cure for it. So just something I've got to live with. Then get married, and then we talk about children. We'll talk about children before we got married. My husband was quite aware that infertility is something that would potentially affect us because of it. So we got married quite openly, knowing that children naturally may not happen. However, we decided to try and get the specialist's advice. So that meant trying for children quite young. So that was our life plan, and that's what we did. Lots of treatment etc. Went through infertility treatment for our first, and we were lucky enough to eventually conceive him. So yep, and he's a healthy boy and we're very lucky to have him. And then we went on naturally to have 2 more healthy children naturally. So this brings me to talk about the symptoms of polycystic ovaries, apart from the stomach pains and those sorts of things, bloating, weight gain. However, I've never gained heaps of weight. I have gained weight, so I'm not what they class as your typical polycystic ovary syndrome sufferer or person that they would suspect. So when they diagnosed me, they were quite shocked that that's what I was suffering from. But I get the typical hair growth, stomach pains. I get acne spots in weird places on my chest and my ears and my head, on my face, and it's just crazy. They're not life-changing, but they are life-altering sort of parts of it that I suffer from. So what I want to talk to you about is things that have really, really helped me and reduced the symptoms that I suffer from. Oh yeah, mood swings, sorry, that's something I have suffered from quite heavily with this. And anxiety and infertility. So that's the impact of these lovely polycystic ovaries that I suffer from. So the first thing that I did, and this really helped my fertility, I do not know the scientific information behind it, but it helped me. And after my first child, I was so tired all the time. I'm like, this is not normal. So we got tested for all sorts of things, and going gluten-free was just something that came up, and I tried that and I felt so much better. And over that period of time, I don't know how long it was, I went gluten-free, and then I naturally conceived our second son. And I was, all right, that's great. But then I went back onto the gluten, which, yeah, in hindsight, I shouldn't have done. So then, and I got quite sick in the pregnancy. In both those 2 pregnancies, I got quite sick. So anyway, go on to having him, and I kept getting really, really sick and having reactions, and my skin's horrible. Eventually found out that I'm allergic to the gluten. So I came off the gluten, and that is that is one of the things that really helped me. My energy levels went up. My skin used to be red raw. Now that's gone. And things just changed. I also took egg out of my diet because I'm allergic to eggs, so again, that helped. And then magically conceived our third child. Didn't even know until I was almost 20 weeks pregnant, which is amazing. And she came along, had a perfect pregnancy actually, to be fair, until towards the end, and it got a bit difficult, but that was all good. So naturally had her, and that was really a miracle, really. So from there, gone on further, and still having some symptoms, spots, etc. And this comes down to I had no idea why. So I've been changing my diet up in recent months, and one of the things I've taken out is sugar, and that's made a massive difference to me. Again, I don't know what the linkage is, but it's worked for me. So I've replaced it with natural things, like I eat bananas and get my natural sweetness from my fruit, etc. And that's what I do.